Hi guys, this is Scribbly again with a pen review, and today we are going to talk about, probably I can already say that right now, one of the best fountain pens that I have ever used, which is the Pelikan M805 Stresemann. And the Pelikan M805 Stresemann, it's actually named after former foreign minister of the Weimar Republic, Gustav Stresemann, who was there, I think he was foreign minister in somewhere in the 1920s, and he really enjoyed wearing striped suits. And because that was the time when that pen also started getting really popular around the world, people apparently just started calling that pen Stresemann, which is why Pelikan then added the name Stresemann as an official name of the pen. The Pelikan M805 Stresemann is not exactly Pelikan's flagship model, but the second flagship model, so to speak. The original flagship model that I also have with me here is the M1000, which is even larger. And I'll put them side by side here, so you have sort of a little side by side size comparison of those two pens. The M1000 is much bigger. Like much thicker. It's not that much longer, but it's much thicker, essentially. And yeah, that's definitely Pelikan's flagship model, and they're both premium pens, of course. The M805 cost around a bit under 500 euro, and I think you have to add another 250 euro approximately to get the M1000, which is a extremely beautiful pen. But I'll need that later for making a quick reference, but today I would like to talk about the M805, which is a piston filling fountain pen. But let's have a look at the pen first. Maybe we could start with the cap. The cap has the Pelikan logo on top of it. I hope you can see that here. And then it has stylized Pelikan here on the clip. The Pelikan's eyes are here. That's the eyes and that's sort of the mouth. Then you have those two silver rings going on here. It's the Pelikan M805 is a Pelikan Souverän. So you can read that here. Pelikan Souverän on the clip. The camera picks that up. Pelikan Souverän. And it says Germany. So that's the cap. Really, really beautiful. Black. And that's the pen itself with the nib. I got the pen with a medium nib here. That is a 18 karat 750 gold nib. You see it's silver because it's rhodiumized, so it has a rhodium on it. To make it silver again, but it's essentially a gold nib, which makes it a buttery smooth writer, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But so that gold nib is made silver, coated with rhodium, and made silver again in order to match the all silver look of the pen. And then it has those really, really beautiful anthracite stripes, like anthracite, like grayish blackish sort of stripes. Probably one can even see it better like this. And then two silver rings towards the end of the pen. It's a little bit tapered towards both ends. That means it's a bit thicker here in the middle. It has a fairly short section, but it's definitely still extremely comfortable to hold. Like, it's a really nice pen to hold, really comfortable to hold. Since the threads here are not very sharp, there's also no problem if you hold the pen a little bit more upwards like this, or if you make the effort to go all the way down. That's when it lays in your hand like really well. So it's very lovely. It's very lovely to hold. What I really like about this pen, of course, this is like, I mean, like I love this pen for taking notes and writing letters and all the writings and stuff. I mean, what this pen, what's really nice about this pen is the way the cap closes, because I've tried it severally, and you can see that it takes exactly a full turnaround, just one full turnaround to open the cap. If I turn it only half, it won't open. It opens now. So the nice thing about that is that it just screws and unscrews like that, and you already can start taking your notes. Like as I've already said in other contexts, I don't like pens where I have to twist like 2 or 3 times in order to finally get off that cap. Like, I really love you just, I mean, and you're ready, and you take your notes, right? I mean, this is like this is just super smooth, effortless. It's like really nice. And you can also post the pen. It posts fairly securely, but posted is really long, because it generally is a fairly long pen. I'll throw a Pelikan Safari in here, Lamy Safari in here as for a size comparison. Here you see they're like almost the same, and then when posted, the picture doesn't change very much. Both pens are too large for me when posted. They're too large, but I mean, unposted is just perfect size. It's just a perfect size. I like it a lot. Then when it comes to filling the pen, actually, it's a piston filler, and I hope you can see that. I mean, like, one can probably see the piston already moving inside. Like, you just turn the knob here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. The piston is moving down in here. One can see it a little bit. It's coming down here towards my finger. So I mean, like, the pen essentially feels like a converter. So what I just done right now, I just screw the piston down, and you dip the pen into ink and then screw the piston back up, and that's how the pen is going to suck up ink. And because it's a quite huge barrel, the pen will actually contain a lot of ink, and you see that here, and that's why you can see it actually. So this is where the piston has moved up, right? And you could potentially open that whole thing here and take out the piston for cleaning purposes. I've never done that, and to me it looks as if you could maybe use the wrench that comes with the Twisby fountain pens, but I've never tried it. Like, if we do the same thing on the M1000, where the inner part is gold, you see that even better, the screw, and you could put a wrench on here and then open the pen, and yeah, you also see you see the piston moving up here. You see that? So this is how the piston moves up and would now suck up ink. And that's exactly what maybe we can have a comparison of the two nib sizes then, now that I have both pens here. Can look at the M1000, like with the gold. You can really see the gold, and the M800. So the M1000 actually is a whole size bigger. That is actually much bigger. So but I'll probably review that at another point in time. Let's focus back on the M805. So I've already, what I could say maybe before filling the fountain pen with ink is that the good thing about that pen also is that it's really easy to clean, because and you can also swap the nibs. It's really easy to take out a nib. You just unscrew it like that. Gotta be a bit careful, like this. And then you can just you can't really see that here on the camera, but like now you already have access to the inside of the barrel, and you can just flush the pen with water, which is really easy. And if you want to change ink colors, for example, it's really helpful that it's that easy to clean the pen, and then just let it dry up, and then you're good to go to fill it with another ink. What I'm going to do now is just fill the pen with Pilot Irushizuku Konpeki that I have here, and then I'll do a bit of a writing sample and see how well the camera picks that up. Now let's open the ink bottle. I wanted to do that here live for you to see how the pen gets actually filled. I brought some tissue here with me to clean the pen afterwards. We just open the pen, put the piston down, submerge nib and feed, and then just suck up ink. Now there's a little trick on how you can fill the pen completely, because the pen will now also suck up a little bit of air. So there's a little trick how you could fill the pen completely. I'm not going to do that right now here. I'll show that to you another time maybe. So now the pen is actually filled with ink, and we can start writing. So I'll zoom the camera in a little bit so that you can see the writing sample better. This is the Pelikan M805 Stresemann. And this is a Souverän series Pelikan. I mean, it writes extremely beautifully. I mean, the nib really is buttery smooth. It's probably one of the nicest nibs I've ever used. When it comes to line variation, you can definitely squeeze out some here. I don't want to exaggerate it because it's a pretty expensive nib. But you can definitely get line variation. You see that here? Very, very lovely. I love that pen especially for letter writing. It has a medium nib here. Because when I do bullet journaling in my A5 Leuchtturm 1917, the medium nib is a bit too large for me. But for writing on lined ruled paper is really lovely. So yeah, this really is a wonderful pen, and it is an absolute premium pen. It is quite expensive, but I think it's definitely worth it. So that's all there's to it with that pen, and thanks for watching. See you next time.